Hello and welcome to AWS Solution Architect Professional Question and Answer Discussion. We have already covered three questions. Now let me start with the fourth question from practice paper provided by adobeexam.com. So now if I go to question paper, so let me read the question. Sometimes it is possible that a customer gateway becomes unavailable. Now question is related to again site-to-site VPN connection and to protect against loss of connectivity between quicktechie.com Inc Geneva data center and AWS VPC. You will set up a second VPN connection to your VPC by using a second customer gateway. So you can perform maintenance on one of your customer gateways while traffic continues to flow over the second customer gateway's VPN connection. To establish redundant VPN connection and customer gateways on your network, you need to set up a second VPN connection. The customer gateway IP addresses. So now let me explain you first the question what it is asking. Then I'll basically go over this solution basically. Correct. So what question is asking basically quicktechie.com has, give me a minute, I'll draw it here. So quicktechie.com has basically their own data center here, and this is your customer gateway. So what they are saying it to you define two customer gateway, correct, for redundancy and virtual private gateway, only one in AWS basically, and you make a connection with this and with this for redundancy purpose. Because of any reason this customer gateway goes down, then this would work as a second. So to do this configuration, the customer gateway IP addresses should be what? So let me first explain here, then we would go to the options and discuss more basically. So as per this diagram, as you can see, this is below one is your customer gateway, local data center in your corporate data center, and this is your AWS VPC network. So when you create a site-to-site VPN connection, they are suggesting, AWS suggesting, you need to configure two virtual customer gateway for redundancy purpose. Even one internet customer gateway may not suffice your requirement. So you can set up a second site-to-site VPN connection between your network and VPC using the same virtual private gateway. So what they are saying, suppose you have configured this one virtual private, one in customer gateway, and you can obviously set up second customer gateway as well. And when you set up a second customer gateway, they should use the same virtual private gateway. At AWS VPC side, only one virtual private gateway would be used. You don't need to have a two virtual private gateway. So you should have only and only one virtual private gateway. However, you will be using second customer gateway. So you can use second customer gateway. The redundancy help you in maintenance activity as well. So suppose if you want to do some maintenance activity, what you do, you will bring down this customer gateway and route the traffic via the second customer gateway. And once you do this, you do maintenance on this, then route the traffic via this. You will be using same virtual private gateway as we discussed. However, you will be using the new customer gateway. So there's a second customer gateway. The second customer gateway IP address for the second site-to-site VPN customer must be publicly accessible. So whatever IP addresses you are configuring on second VPN connection, site-to-site VPN connection must be publicly accessible. So that is one of the options in your second VPN connection must be publicly accessible. Both customer gateways should advertise same IP range to virtual private gateway. So both customer gateway should advertise same range of IP addresses to virtual private gateway. So can be the same public IP addresses that you are using for the VPN connection. Okay, so it is basically a bit confusing. It looks to me second option is also correct. Can be the same public IP addresses here, same public IP addresses that you can using for the first VPN connection. So same VPN address you can have a thing. So both customer gateways should advertise the same IP ranges to the virtual private gateway. It is talking about range. Okay. AWS uses BGP routing to determine both for the traffic. So this AWS Virtual Private Gateway will use the BGP protocol, Border Gateway Protocol, which we discussed, which is a basically dynamically find it out. It's virtual private gateway responsible to direct the traffic on the healthy virtual private healthy customer gateway. So where to route the traffic on healthy. So whatever is healthy, this is virtual private gateway of AWS should be defined. Dynamically routed site-to-site VPN connection uses the border gateway protocol to action routing information between your customer gateway and virtual private gateway. So obviously we discussed this BGP. Statically routed site-to-site VPN connections require you to enter static routes for the remote network on your side of customer gateway. We have discussed in first question, when you are using static routing, then you need to configure explicitly address. BGP advertise and statically entered route information allow gateways on both sides to determine which channels are available and traffic if a failure occurs. So based on this, basically. Correct. So based on this, in the question paper, there is a typo basically, and we need to have an answer one and two both. So correct answer is this basically, but in the paper it is which we will correct it. So third option is, it says only first option is correct, but this is not the thing. The first and second both are correct answer. So I'll correct this. I've already corrected it and published this paper again. So answer is one and two here. Okay. Now so that is what you need to understand, and you need to read about this in more detail to basically answer this questions. So thanks for watching, and I hope this is helping you. And thank you very much from hadoopexam.com. And if you need more resources, visit hadoopexam.com. Please don't forget to subscribe this video if you're watching on YouTube. Thank you. I'm stopping now.